Judge Binkley, if you would introduce yourself and your colleagues, and whoever wishes to make the presentation should go ahead.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mayor Dean. Thank you very much. Deputy Mayor Greg Hinote, thank you. And Director of Finance Rich Reedling, thank you all. Appreciate the opportunity to be here to give our presentation. With me is the Trial Court Administrator Tim Townsend, the Assistant Trial Court Administrator Joe Werner, and the Director of the Office of Conservatorship Management, a newly created office, as you all know, is Rochelle Gallimore Scruggs. Rochelle's sitting behind Mr. Townsend. As you all know, I'm Joe Binkley, Jr. I'm the judge of the Fifth Circuit Court. I'm in my fifth year as the presiding judge of the State Trial Court's 20th Judicial District.
Can't get rid of that job?
As I have told a lot of people, it's a pleasure and an honor to do this job, but the truth of the matter is nobody else wants the job. But somebody's got to do it. So, and I don't mind doing it. You all have been very gracious to us, and always have been. We are state trial courts, not county trial courts, and you all provide us great support and service for the jobs that we do, and we are constantly appreciative of that you all do for us, and realize how lucky we are as state trial judges compared to our colleagues, state trial judge colleagues across the state, who don't have the support of their local government as we do. Last year, our 18 trial courts disposed of over 22,000 cases, and we are constantly looking at ways to assure that our judicial resources, our 18 judges, are doing what we need to do to make sure we take care of all the business of all the courts. Some courts on occasion are busier than others, and go through cycles where some courts are busier than others, and we are constantly looking at that to adjust the caseload for judges who have more than they need to do, and allow judges who don't have as much to take up the slack. We've also doubled up and sometimes tripled up on our caseload to take on more work that is needed. For instance, as you all know, in the past year and a half, I believe the Second Circuit Court, Judge Amanda McClendon, has taken on first, second, and third DUI offenders on a regular basis. She's doing a limited role now on civil disposition. She still does some when she's available, but her primary responsibility is taking care of DUIs first, second, and third, as opposed to the criminal court judges who really have their plates full. The 6 criminal court judges do for A, B, C, D, and E felonies. There's very little time to devote to misdemeanors, as you all know. First, second, and third DUIs are still misdemeanors. They do carry minimum jail sentences, but they are still misdemeanors and take low priority when compared to A through E felonies in the criminal court. So we have relieved the criminal court of that responsibility and necessity for trying that slate of criminal cases. And Judge McClendon has done an outstanding job of getting cases set for trial. As you all know, if you don't set the case for trial, it's very difficult to get it disposed of. And the criminal courts, as hard as they work, just weren't able to get to these misdemeanors. And so we are taking up that slack and getting that done. But as a result, Judge McClendon's civil caseload has dropped back, and so the remainder of us who do primarily civil, our caseload has increased, but we are up to the task and getting it done. Recently, and as you all are aware of, there's been a huge influx of Class A misdemeanor domestic assault cases that have been bound over to the Davis County Grand Jury and therefore slated for appearance in our 6 criminal courts. And we have, with the help of the mayor and District Attorney General Glenn Funk, and the state trial courts, all of us, we have sought to do our best and think we have done a great job, all of us together, to make sure these cases get tried in an expeditious fashion. Again, they're Class A misdemeanors. The criminal court judges have a difficult time getting to these cases with all the felony cases that they have in front of them. So once again, Judge McClendon has agreed to step up and hear these cases. I have personally agreed to help her as long as she needs help getting those cases tried, as well as help her with her DUI docket. Other judges will step up and help as the need arises, and we believe the need will be, she will need help at the very beginning, because there'll be so many cases that will be hitting the system all at one time. And thanks to the work of District Attorney General Glenn Funk, he saw this was coming and has tried to make a solution, a workable solution presented to the mayor, to us, and to his office to try to solve the problem before it becomes a problem. And I think we're gonna do that without a question. As you all probably know, new Chief Justice Sharon Lee, Chief Justice of our Tennessee State Supreme Court, has recently announced and by court order created the Davidson County Business Court pilot project. That business court will focus on complex business litigation filed statewide. Now, anything outside Davidson County, if the litigants desire to go to the business court, which is going to be the Chancery Court for Davidson County, Tennessee, where Chancellor Ellen Hobbs Lau presides. That's Part 3 of Chancery Court. Any business litigation, lawyers and litigants who desire to have their cases litigated in the business court in Davidson County who are outside Davidson County will have to agree to waive venue and allow the Davidson County Chancery Court to try their case. And we'll just have to see how that develops. But we certainly are going to be, the business court is going to be catering to the Davidson County litigants, business court litigants, and to all those outside the state who want to have their cases litigated in the business court. But again, they'll have to waive venue to come to Davidson County. And we'll have to see how that works. But we're taking on more cases when we agree to do this. But again, we're up to the task. I also advised Chancellor Lyle I would personally help her with her regular Chancery docket. She's going to keep her regular Chancery rotation docket in addition to the business court docket, because we don't know how many business court cases there will be until it gets underway and gets moving along into the process. But as her caseload increases, as we anticipate it will, with more business court litigation, she will need help with her regular docket, and I've agreed personally to do that, and I know the other chancellors will assist in that regard also. So as you all can see, we've got a lot going on in with the 18 state trial court judges' calendars, and again, we are up to that task. My motto is bring on the action. I mean, we all like the action, so that's why we're trial judges. Why we're not appellate judges. We like the action. So, then as you all know, we thanks to you all again. Thanks to the mayor's office and Director of Finance Rich Reedley's office, we were able to create. You all were able to create for us the Office of Conservatorship Management, and Rochelle Gallimore Scruggs, who you all know, is heading that office. And what that does, it provides increased accountability and safeguards for the thousands of Nashvillians who have to be involved with conservatorships and guardianship services. The office has 2 employees, an attorney and an auditor, and we are very lucky we have someone with the skills and background of Rochelle Gallimore Scruggs heading that office, and she's doing a fantastic job.
How is it going? Are you enjoying it?
Yes, it's going very well. We're working very hard with social services and our auditor and providing oversight. In addition, we're able to put together education and resources to try to encourage training and understanding on the front end, which is reducing a lot of issues that come up later on.
Caseload manageable?
It is. It is. It's it's quite large. We have about 2,000 conservatorships currently in Davidson County. So with the small staff that we have, it is a little bit time consuming. Social services, the individuals that are helping on this part in this partnership, have their other duties in addition to working with this program.
Well, thank you for doing that.
Yes, and a couple of things, and we'll wrap it up. As you all know, Judge Mark Fishburne, criminal court judge Mark Fishburne, heads up the community corrections program that we have, and of course that program saves a lot of taxpayer money by keeping inmates that are eligible for community corrections out of the jail facilities, working, earning a living, and doing public service work that is important. The drug court program, as you all know, headed by Judge Seth Norman, continues to be nationwide the best drug program in the entire country as far as graduates with low recidivism rates. The recidivism or repeat offender rates for the Davis County Drug Court is 19%. As opposed to the national average of 58%, which is just phenomenal. It's a phenomenal accomplishment. Judge Norman is an incredible person and an incredible judge and an incredible director of the Davis County Drug Program. He's also runs the drug program for Putnam County in Cookeville and Morgan County. Forget what's the city, Morgan County. It doesn't matter. Wartburg, very good. Thank you.
This guy, he's been around.
I know it wins the
Wartburg. I won a prize?
quiz of the day.
That's right. That's exactly right.
Qualifies him to sit through budget hearings tomorrow.
That's right. Exactly. And we continue to try to operate within our budgetary mandates, and I believe we have done so thanks to the great minds of Tim Townsend and Joe Werner. We judges do what we do best, and Mr. Townsend and Mr. Werner do what they do best to help us do what we do best in an efficient manner and within our budget. And we are very appreciative for them. They are outstanding aids to us in what we do and how we manage our funds. We're not funds managers. They do a great job of that. And we were really able to remain within our budget this past year by reducing the number of jurors that we summon during jury weeks. And what we're doing, we're not reducing the number of juror days, but for instance, if we know ahead of time, and we all try to learn this as early as we can, what cases are going and what cases are not going, we try to learn that and put the burden on the lawyers to let us know what cases are actually going to trial for jury trial and which cases are not. And if we find that we don't have quite the number we anticipated we're going to have, we call jurors and tell them not to report. And so if they don't report, they don't have to get paid. They don't get paid, we save money. So that's how we've been able to remain within our budget constraints this past year. We're asking for two improvements. One is the professional liability insurance for the 18 trial court judges. I know that was in place when I first became a judge in 2008. Of course, the Great Recession of 2008 and all the years after that and the aftermath from that, even though we're doing better now, that was one of the many things we gave up early, is that $32,400 cost for professional liability insurance for the 18 judges. We're also asking for an improvement of a special master for the probate court. Actually, the probate court, Judge Kennedy, he needs a lot of help with his day-to-day trial docket. His trials have vastly increased. His caseload has increased, not as dramatically as the trials for the cases that he's got. So we're working hard to try to find a way to help him. But we're taking on, in the process of trying to help Judge Kennedy with his docket, we have taken on the domestic violence Class A misdemeanors, and we've also taken on this business court concept, which is going to take up a lot of our time and our resources. So we really need Judge Kennedy to have some help, and we're asking for an improvement of a special master for the probate court. So Anyway, I think that's our presentation, and we thank you all again, and any questions, we'll be glad to answer.
Rich, got any? Greg? Well, let me first just say thank you for your leadership. You've been great to work with, and I won't come back next year to do it, but
I'm sorry you're not coming back. You're termed out.
I want to thank you for your leadership on helping with, particularly with the DUIs, domestic violence, and let Judge McClendon know that it means a lot that she stepped up and did what she's doing in domestic violence. I think
Yes.
that program will work better because of that, and we appreciate the positive attitude you've all had for my 8 years, and I'm sure before that. I was there, so I can say you had a positive attitude before that. But you guys have been good to work with, and we'll do the best we can on this. But we appreciate you.
Yeah, we thank you all so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.